Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
Hey, what's up?
All right, guys. I'm back. Fuck you, Leonardo. First off. To folks who asked what was going on, more on that in the future. But thank you. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. I really do. All right, so this is the last episode for 2019. So
last episode of the decade.
Yeah, it is. Wow, episode 400, the last episode of the decade. That's true. We do have something special planned for this episode, which is we are going to do the exact show that you're used to every week.
I was about to say, what?
Yeah, streamers, like surprise. No, so this is like Terrence said, this is the last episode of the decade, which is fucking wild to say. So we will be back after the new year with episode 401. So look forward to all of that. So let's get right into it. Checked out. Mike and I did I think a pretty extensive spoiler-free review of Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. So that should be in your Coming Distractions podcast feed now or on YouTube, youtube.com/The Nerdpocalypse. You can watch that. Again, that is a spoiler-free review. We will have a spoiler review up. We might actually have one up. We'll have one up probably next week. So though we won't have a regular show, that'll be in those same two places as well. So look forward to that if you want to see a spoiler review. Micah, you watched Astronomy Club?
Yeah, Astronomy Club. What is it? Astronomy Club: The Sketch Show is the official title. It is a new sketch comedy show on Netflix. It features the first all-black troupe from one of those big comedy houses.
Upright Citizens Brigade?
It might be, actually.
That's the only one I know.
Second City and Upright Citizens.
Oh, Second City.
That's what I know.
Okay, there. I've heard of Second City. It's just not in the forefront of my mind.
It is, I enjoy it. You two won't enjoy it.
That seems rude.
Why do you say that? Because while not as abstract as a black lady sketch show, shit is weird, yo. Like, it's weird. I would classify this as a sketch show run by blurs.
I would not like this.
There you go.
I would not like this. I don't even like that term, so no. I watched one skit and I was like, I had a couple of chuckles.
Yeah,
but I didn't laugh. I didn't have a hearty.
Yeah, I think this skews a bit younger. But,
okay, it's not for me. That's okay.
But I do think it's funny. And
it is the Upright Citizens Brigade, by the way.
Okay. It's produced by Kenya Barris.
Okay,
cool. And there are 8 members of this troupe, and I don't really remember everyone's name off the top of my head because I'm almost 40. And but it is very fun. Like the framing device is that of a reality TV show, right? Like the 8 people are in a guest house or whatever, like the real world or whatever. Okay, yeah. And hilarity ensues. That part of the show is just to kind of get you used to the different players and the different stories that they have. And then they have like weird sketches. Like one of the earliest sketches is these two black dudes walking in, trying to get into a building, right? They work there. They don't have their key card. And they see a white lady, and the white lady was like, and they're like, "Hey, white lady, can you let us in?" And she's like, "These two niggas, I don't know what they don't look like they belong here, right?"
Right.
And eventually, one guy gets his key card in. He goes in, right? The two of them go in, right? Then they turn around, and there's another person out there who wants to get in, but they don't have their key card, right? And they're like, oh, I don't know if you belong here, right? It's like, well, wait a minute. You just it, right? But this character is a vampire.
Okay.
It's like visibly a vampire.
Like a vampire. I want to suck your blood. They're like a vampire. Like pale skin, fangs and shit. Like big collies. A vampire, right?
This is written by Kenya Barris?
It's produced by Kenya Barris. It's written by the troupe.
Oh, okay.
So they get in.
No, that makes sense then, that it was not written by Kenya Barris. Because this is not funny to me. I find Kenya Barris to be quite hilarious.
Dude that looked like a vampire shows up.
Right.
And he's like, can I get in?
Hey, I'm trying to get in because I work here too.
But it's a vampire.
That's
not funny.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, you're right. We would not enjoy that.
Right. This ain't for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the vampire eventually gets in, and then...
What else shows up next?
Is it a werewolf?
It's not a werewolf, no. It's a clove of garlic. And the vampire's like...
All right.
Nah.
You also watch what? That's really... I would be like, yo...
Yeah,
that's one of the earliest sketches.
Here's the thing. Like, this jokes have an ending, right? Like the black lady, I mean the white woman doesn't let them in, but they finally get in, and then the vampire shows up. I'd be like, that's not funny, but then they let him in. That should end.
Right.
What else?
Does a clove of garlic have legs? Or is it just a
it's like a person.
It's an animated clove of garlic. No, it's like a little clove of garlic on the ground, and it's like, hey yo, can you let me in, man? and then the vampire has like the vampire has like garlic guilt, right? So the vampire opens the door, right? And all of a sudden the clove of garlic pulls out a gun and shoots the vampire.
Yeah,
like, oh, well, you shouldn't have let him in. Right?
That's so bad. Like,
not funny.
Yo, it's funnier to hear you trying to get us to be on board with this than this is funny.
So, yeah, you're not
you're
going
right. You are 100% right.
I would not enjoy this.
After that, I'd be like, I'm not giving these niggas another chance. Like, that's not funny. Like, it's just not.
I don't find it to be particularly humorous. I find you laughing about it way funnier than I think I would find that. It's like, no.
Oh shit!
So that's the clip I saw was like
it was one that
Victorian
was,
times or whatever.
Yeah,
and they were like people like, oh, he's like, you know, like the shade, and they're like having this like they're kind of like shooting the dozens back and forth. I chuckled at a couple things, but for the most part I was like, I didn't think it was that funny.
Yeah.
You know what it is though? I don't think I enjoy sketch comedy shows
because it's improv, right? Like it's not improv, but
like
it's
a lot of SNL. I don't really the most. Like the thing in SNL that I like the most is like the Weekend Update,
right? Because that's right. Because it's just stand up, basically.
Yeah, and
I stand up for the news,
right? And I watch like The Daily Show and like all these other. It's all kind of the same thing. But yeah, I don't think the Black Lady Sketch Show is funny at all. I didn't think Astronomy Club was like particularly that funny. And what I've seen of Sherman Showcase. I don't think
that looks kind of funny to me.
Like,
I don't know where you
see it.
I've only seen it on Facebook.
I've only seen clips online.
I've seen sketches that are really funny on that.
I did not
have a clue where the hell to watch it. But.
No, I did not think it was funny. Oh. I did like a couple of clips I saw. I was like, it just didn't do anything for me. But I think it's just because it's sketch comedy, and I don't think I try not to look at it from a perspective of like it's just not funny at all. It's just not funny to me. And again, like, you know, your mileage may vary, and that's okay.
Subjective.
It's comedy is incredibly subjective.
Clove of garlic walking into a fucking apartment building and then shooting a vampire is not funny.
There's another.
I would argue it'd be funnier if it had vampire teeth and bit him. That would be funny.
There's
still not funny.
There's another sketch where it's kind of like rehab.
It's really trying to sell this one for us.
I'm not.
Right. I just want
to hear the stupid ass premise.
Like, nigga, did you produce this show?
No, I'm trying to give young people a chance.
That's hilarious.
There's this self-help group called Dignity and Ambition for Magical Negroes, or DAM. And
That's
it
kinda
is
funny.
and it is
Okay.
it is to rehabilitate magical Negroes so that they don't have to feel like they have to help white people.
Okay, that's not funny, but that's just good ideas.
The premise is good. I
The
think
premise sounds like it could be very funny.
and they have like
Now,
a character.
Now the execution, on the other hand,
Your mileage may vary, right? But
Clover
there's-
Garlic comes in.
But there's all the magical Negroes from Ghost and the Green Mile and Bagger Vance, and it's all about them trying to stop the compulsive need to help white people. And then at the end,
Yeah, see, that's not bad. That's a pretty good concept.
and then at the end of the sketch, a white guy comes into the room by mistake and says, "Hey, I'm looking for room 207," and all of them just rush to this white man's aid because that's their lot in life, right? Like they.
See, yeah, look, no, that has nothing to do with funny. That just pissed Terrence off. He's like, nah, I wouldn't have done that.
like what the fuck?
It was like, if I was Bagger Vance's guy, I
Like you
wouldn't
came
have
to
done.
like the logical conclusion of that sketch,
Right.
and that's just not funny.
Yeah, you have to
You see
subvert
that coming.
You have to subvert the narrative, right? Like, for me, like you'd have to subvert the narrative.
Oh man.
Where like he walks in, he's like, "Hey, can I get some help?" And they just bank that nigga. Like that's funny. Like that's actually funny,
I would laugh at that.
right? Even if it wasn't a comedy
Like,
show.
I'd be like, that's funny. He beat that white man up. I don't know.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's just
So yeah, y'all ain't gonna care for that. Something else y'all aren't gonna care for is Ronny Chen's new stand-up special on Netflix. Well, you might.
No, I like Ronny Chen from the Daily
Yeah,
Show.
from the Daily Show.
No, I like that guy. He's all right.
Asian Comedian Destroys America is the name of the
Wow.
is the name of the stand-up. It's funny. That
Why-
guy's funny, man.
Wait, is this different from Iron Fist and Kung Fu Kicks?
Yes, it
okay.
is.
I don't know.
I forgot to put it on.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know. He's like Asian. I didn't know if that was like a joke.
I watched that this morning, and Ronny Chen's funny. I think Ronny Chen is hilarious.
he's hit or miss for me on the Daily Show.
He is he has this weird like thing with tone, and he mentions it in his special, right? Like it always seems like he's angry, and you're kind of like pseudo yelling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's China. It was just a very Chinese thing.
Right, but he's like, no, just listen to my words. Don't listen to the tone.
He has a wildly thick Chinese accent.
Yeah.
To have made it as far as he has.
To speak, and he speaks perfect English, just in like
This is
the authoritative Chinese accent.
Right.
Like, whoa.
it is kind of wild. It's cool to see actually that he's made it as far as he has, but you would think that his accent would be such a hindrance to him. But I mean, clearly it hasn't been, which is great.
Works for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to a degree. And he's not sort of he's not I'm trying to think of what's the problem. Like he's not like stepping and fetching, sort of like an Asian version of
he's
that.
not-
Like,
he's not
oh,
doing,
Mr.
like yellow face and shit.
Right, exactly. So, which is a weird phrase, but it's kind of because easily with that accent, I could see him being very much pigeonholed into doing something like that. But it's kind of cool that he doesn't.
Yeah,
He actually pushes back on that quite a lot.
yeah. Next up is a documentary called Iron Fist and Kung Fu Kicks on Netflix. It is all about the rise of Asian martial arts cinema and its effect on
I would
Hollywood.
watch this.
It's pretty interesting. It goes from the beginnings in the 60s all the way up to how it affects Hollywood now, to how it affects how movies are made by amateurs, via YouTube and shit like that.
Interesting.
It goes from Hong Kong to Uganda, like all over the place. And it's a very interesting documentary. The Shaw Brothers, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. They had an opportunity to sign two legendary martial artists to their film studio, and they didn't.
Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan.
Yep, those two. And now, look, to their credit, they didn't know who these guys were.
Right, of course.
But at the same time, the documentary goes into how they always seem to be like a step behind what was on the cutting edge. You know what I mean?
But so much was stolen from the Shaw Brothers. So much.
You know what else was stolen from somebody? Fucking, you all know Kung Fu, David Carradine, you know,
of course.
playing an
Bruce Lee was
Asian
supposed to
man.
be him.
That's right. That was Bruce Lee's idea.
Fuck you.
And it was stolen by Warner Brothers.
Well, they stole the fucking logo. You ever seen the Shaw Brothers logo on the Warner Brothers logo? They fucking stole that too. What the fuck? The first time I saw Shaw Brothers, I was like, yo, these Asian people are stealing Warner Brothers. They were like, no. Oh, I should have known. Yeah, they straight up stole the fucking emblem from the Shaw Brothers. This is the wildest fucking thing of all time.
It's a very, very interesting documentary that goes into like the early days and it goes into America and how black people kind of took to it and really supported it.
Did they discuss any of the 36 chambers?
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of have to, dude.
Yes.
Like, if you don't talk about Wu-Tang in their absolute love.
I mean, they don't talk about Wu-Tang. They talk about the film. They talk about that actual film.
Oh, yeah. It's a fucking great movie.
And how that film was kind of nothing but training montage. It was 36 training montages.
Yeah.
And how it's a really interesting documentary.
70% of Wu-Tang's greatest album. I mean, it was like, just take all of these lines.
Did you guys see the Wu-Tang an American story?
I have not watched it.
Y'all should watch that.
I hear it was really good. You were saying it was pretty good.
After I realized what the fuck they were doing, because the first episode, I'm like,
how long does it take you to get used to?
No, after the first episode. No, again, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. This all seems like bullshit. But then when you actually read his biography, no, it ain't. I'm like, Raekwon tried to kill fucking Ghostface, yo. Like, for real.
Like, why are you guys friends?
I can't, RZA. He's a fucking catalyst, man.
I mean,
he's like a goddamn genius. It's weird. But it's a great.
You would have thought he would have gone with that.
I mean, no, just
would have gone with the other name, but it's fine.
No, he went with Raheem.
Yeah, but that's okay because Jizz is also actually really fucking smart.
Yeah, they both are.
They're super smart guy. He was on fucking Star Talk for a long time.
He teaches he teaches a college degree.
Yeah, he was
college course
in astrophysics or something.
Yeah, that's why he was on fucking Star Talk, just hanging out talking space and shit. I'm like, yo, this is the weirdest episode I've ever heard. It's crazy. All right, so I'll definitely check that documentary out. That sounds really good. Now, you also saw Knives Out, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, 2019 American murder mystery film written, produced, and directed by that hack, Rian Johnson.
Yeah, he hasn't done a good movie ever.
I actually have seen every Rian Johnson movie, and I really like them.
What movies has he done?
Looper. Here's his
fine
filmography. Brick.
Brick is a very good movie.
The Brothers Bloom.
I've never seen
what the hell that even is.
I enjoy that movie. You won't like it. You might like it. Looper.
Yes.
Last Jedi and Knives Out. Yeah. Those are his feature films. It's a mystery and it's a whodunit. This famous murder mystery writer winds up dead in his home, and his everyone that he knows who is close to him, family and friends, are suspects, and the FBI brought in James Bond to help figure things out, and it's very good. It does something that mysteries usually don't do until the very end. It just kind of tells you what happens at the end of the first act.
And then it works its way backwards.
And then the other stuff happens, but you find out what happens at the end of the first act. And I'm like, yo, we got another hour and a half of this movie. Like, what's going on? And it does a good job of keeping your attention. And
yeah, I'm dying to see this.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I really, really enjoy it. I'm curious, best musical or comedy? The Golden Globes are weird, right? Because they separate everything. I mean, maybe I'd have to see what else is nominated, but yeah, I enjoy this movie. Don Johnson's in it. Don Johnson's getting run. Thanks to his appearance in Watchmen.
Short appearance.
Yeah.
It's one episode.
You love to see it. Anyway, I was like, damn, I feel sorry. And it was like that show went on. I was like, I don't feel sorry for him.
In that
at all.
nigga's closet. Okay. All right. Yeah.
This is what we're doing?
Fuck you then, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I really want to see Knives Out. Hopefully, I'll have some time in the next 18 years of my life
Like,
to
I
catch up.
see that in 1917.
Nigga, we
Those
had
are
to
the
take
two
a day
movies.
off of work to see that
Knives
movie.
Out. Yeah.
So
Well, we're seeing. We'll see. Weirdly, we'll see 1917.
After it comes
Yeah, like after it comes
Very
out.
weird.
It's fine. Still free. You two, well, this is a really long checked out, but you two got to watch, you had the chance to watch Six Underground. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts.
I mean, would you like to go first?
Sure, why not? Why not? Like, you told me, like, when you were watching it, you were like, yo, this might be the most Michael Bay movie Michael Bay has ever done. You're 1,000% correct. Again, Netflix gave him $150 million to just do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah.
And he did it.
He did it. He did
Yo, that
whatever.
The first 30 minutes.
Hold on. This is how you know it's a Michael Bay movie. Not even the first 30 minutes. The first 5 minutes, there's a plane crash and a car chase.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right. Yeah, it starts out with a plane crash, and then a car chase ensues. That car chase is 25 minutes long.
Yeah, it's
I am not lying.
Wow.
No, I'm looking at the time. I'm like, yo, these niggas are still driving.
The question is it fun?
It's amazing.
Yeah? Oh, I really want to see
It's
this.
it's also very Michael Bay, yo.
It's-
Like,
Yep. Look,
So Bayhem is at an all-time high at this point.
yeah, man,
it is.
Like, there's a bunch of slow mo and like, there's so much gratuitous gore in this movie. You would think you were watching a horror movie.
yeah, it's
Really?
really violent. Like,
It's
he
super
just
violent.
said, go ahead and do it with what you want, because he's been like kind of relegated to PG-13
Well,
for
and
like the
yeah,
last
I was gonna say he's been
15, 20 years.
right because he's been just doing this Transformers
movies.
So
right.
he was probably like, whew,
He's
okay,
like,
I
gotta
get
worry
to
about
get
these
back.
Stupid fucking robots anymore. I get to blow people's heads off. Yo,
Is the military in this movie?
yes.
Of course. All right. That's the Michael Bay on
One of the
it.
main
All right.
characters. Yeah, one of the main characters is a military vet.
There
And
you go.
some black Benedict Cumberbatch. What's his name?
Oh, wow.
Black Kip.
Yeah, he plays the military vet. Yeah, that first
he does a
25
good
minutes. You know, car chases. You know, like you're driving around through the cities, and like you miss pedestrians by just this much. No, you don't.
No, you plow
Like,
through
here's
those
the thing. Here's the thing. If you're doing a high speed chase, somebody's gonna get hit, and he's like, "Fuck it, fuck these pedestrians." Like 3 or 4 innocent people died. He hit one dude. This nigga flipped over the car. It was just a random nigga. I was like, "Yo, wow." He almost hit a bunch of nuns. What else happened? They almost hit a dog and a baby. Those two made it because it's a dog and a baby. You're not gonna kill a dog and a baby.
You ain't
in a
gonna
fucking
kill a
movie.
baby.
But
Maybe a dog.
Relax.
yo, it's insane. I was like, yo, this is the craziest 25 minutes I think I've ever seen in a movie.
There's an eyeball in that first 25
he's
minutes.
like
There's a
holding an
severed eyeball in that first 25
Oh,
minutes.
good.
They got to open a fucking phone with an eyeball. And he couldn't keep the car still because the eyeball is like fucking like it full. Oh my God. Yo, it's insane. Some chick gets shot, and this woman is fucking performing surgery in the backseat of the car, and there's blood splurting all over the place. I'm like,
Blood in her, like directly in her eye, yo. Directly in her eyeball, yo. Like with a sound effect.
How long is this movie?
It's 2 hours.
It's 2 hours.
I don't know if I can take 2 hours of Michael Bay just unconstrained.
No, after the 30 minutes is up, then it slows down.
Yeah.
Because it's got to fucking introduce the character.
Right.
Because fuck you.
So it has a 30-minute like pre-fight sequence.
It has a 30-minute opening chase sequence, a 30-minute just action sequence. I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's insane.
But it's Michael Bay, so you know people are going to watch it. And you know people are going to enjoy it.
Yo, again, it's Michael Bay. You know what you're getting into.
Right.
And
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It's a fun movie, but yo, it's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's what you
yo.
said.
The detail he puts into people dying is pretty impressive.
Like, it's Mortal Kombat levels of impressive, yo. Like,
Like, a nigga gets hit in the nose with a grenade launcher. I'm not lying. Like, he shoots a grenade into a car and the shit breaks his nose.
I don't know if you've seen this clip from Transformers, but remember when one of the cars punches the dude?
Yeah.
That's what happens, yo. That's what happens. He gets punched with a grenade and teeth fly out his fucking mouth.
Does it explode?
Eventually.
Yes, it explodes and someone comes flying out of the car. Again, like, he shows bodies just flying all over. It's impressive.
And this is just the first 20 minutes, yo. Like, there's more violence and carnage throughout the rest of this movie. It's not as good. I mean, look.
Now, that first 30 minutes, you could cut it off afterwards. You get the first 30 minutes and then the last 20 minutes. Who gives a fuck what happens in the middle?
Let me tell you something, yo. This story is the stupidest story I've ever seen in my entire life. Like it is, like, all right, like, here's the premise, right? Like, this billionaire, right? Let's just call him Bruce Wayne because he doesn't have a name. Let's call him Bruce Wayne, right? Because he's a billionaire. And he sees injustice in the world, so he wants to right that wrong, right? So he fakes his own death and hires a team of ragtag ne'er-do-wells to fake their own deaths so that they can become the A-team, essentially, right?
That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How does this thing get bankrolled, you say? Well, the dead guy is still able to keep his billions of dollars.
How?
Exactly. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, why am I even asking these stupid questions?
With him.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. The guy got famous from making magnets.
Yeah.
He made
Which
magnets.
actually leads to a dope fucking scene.
I mean, it really is, yo. But it's
that's
also,
the boat scene? Is it the
but
boat
it's
scene?
also
Yeah.
super fucking violent when you see a bunch of knives flying at a dude and then just like this movie is bonkers. Bonkers.
So this sounds like a No Time to Bleed movie.
This might be more bonkers than Polar. You remember that movie, Polar?
Yeah,
Oh, I enjoyed that movie.
You'll enjoy this.
Oh, I have no doubt I'll enjoy this.
It's crazy.
Look,
yo.
when I saw the trailer, I was all in. Like,
Yo, the trailer really doesn't.
No.
It don't
do it justice.
It don't do it justice.
That's
yo.
a PG ass trailer for this R-rated movie.
okay, all right.
Yeah, Michael Bay. I saw a clip. Well, there's like a short little like vignette about the making, quote unquote, the making of this movie, and they have a scene where they have what's his name? Michael Bay is directing, and he's even like shocked himself as he's directing the movie. Like, something on screen happens, he's holding the camera, he's like, oh shit. I'm like, nigga, you're directing the movie. He's like,
Yo, I'm a wild boy, man. I'm crazy, man.
yeah,
That's
he's a psychopath.
Yeah, no, that feels
He's
about
fucking
right.
crazy.
It feels
Like, he
about
didn't
right.
write it.
No, the Deadpool people wrote it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Warnick
like-
and Reese. Yeah, and they do super violent stuff, so that makes sense. They did Zombieland too.
bruh.
You can, so that makes sense.
Whew. Yeah, he was like, he took that script and just brought it to life.
All right, cool.
It's insane. It's
Shit is
fucking
wild.
insane.
And then they got the nerve. They got the nerve to set it up for another one.
Yeah, no.
No. That's fine. That's fine.
They got a parkour dude.
Of course, there's a parkour dude. There has to be a parkour dude. All right, let's move on. That was a long checked out, but I think it was worth it. I'm definitely gonna watch Six Underground while I'm on vacation. Science and tech this week. Starlink. This is how SpaceX will speed up your internet from space. So SpaceX is obviously run by future Dr. Doom enthusiast Elon Musk. And so he's got this idea, the Starlink idea of launching satellites that weigh 500 pounds and launching, I believe, 16,000 of them into space, 12,000 of these Starlink satellites that will sort of be a mesh network of satellites around the Earth. And they will be used to provide internet access for people who either don't have access at all or increase access to people who live in like little shit towns like where Andy lives.
Winnemucca.
Little backlot towns in the first Thor movie. So the idea here is like they already have. I think they've already launched. I think the article said they've launched like 600 or something like that, and they do work, which is actually kind of cool. They basically work by each satellite talks to the other satellites via laser, and they basically that's how they create this mesh. Is basically how it works. And then they have these kind of terminals on the ground that fire up to the mesh. That information is spread out and then fired back down to help with spreading out service. Apparently, they're aiming to come under, like they were saying that most people in the country who have crappy service pay like $80 a month for it. So they want to come far below that to either give better service for less than 80 or for a higher cost, far better service, right, than people are paying.
I pay 80.
Right.
But that's only because I got a deal. Like, my shit is usually like 170. But I got a deal.
I wish I had gigabit
for like the next 2 years. So
yeah, that price is gonna hit hard.
Oh yeah, I know. As soon as I'm 2 years up, I'm like, nope, click.
Turn it down.
Figure something else out because fuck that.
Yeah,
paying $180 just for internet.
That's insane.
Nah, yeah,
no, absolutely not. But it is working. They're trying. So they basically have the go ahead from the U.S. to do it, but they have to file some other forms to get the ability to do it across the world, right? Because there's different regulations and stuff like that. But they are using their actual SpaceX rockets to launch these satellites, right? Which is actually kind of interesting too.
What kind of speeds? They don't say, right?
They don't say, but they were talking about like latency of satellite internet, which is really fucking bad.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's trash.
It says the standard satellite lag time comes in at half a second or 500 milliseconds. Starlink will clock in as low as 15 milliseconds. So that's a significant difference in lag time reduction. So even if that might not work for people like us who live in, live near major metropolitan areas, they can get gigabit and stuff like that. But, that might be the difference between getting 2 or 3 megs up and getting maybe 30. Right? Or 40 or, something like that. So if you could do that for the vast majority of the Midwest and places like that only have access to satellite for the most part, that could be game changing. Right. And then they're talking about in the article, 35% of the developing world has no internet access.
That makes sense.
So to be able to give those people a chance to run a bunch of bots and ruin other elections sounds like a really cool idea. So I think it's great. So yeah, look for hopefully more information on Starlink. I think that's pretty cool. And also they do make a really good point, which is even if Starlink, let's say, can provide cheap internet for let's say $40, even if we people in large metropolitan areas have access to something far faster, it could drive the price down for our internet because it's legit competition.
Yeah, Starlink and
right. So Comcast maybe doesn't try to fucking gouge you or Verizon doesn't try to gouge you because you could go to Starlink. Because 40 down, let's say 40 down is not bad. That's pretty good for most people. If you're just watching Netflix and just internet browsing,
I don't need a gig.
No.
But it's $80.
Right, it's $80.
I don't need it. It's obnoxious.
Right.
But I don't fucking need it. No one needs a gig unless you're running a business.
Yeah, it would be really nice if I had a gig, considering I upload 2 and 3 gigabyte fucking files to YouTube that takes 4 or 7 hours, sometimes. Crazy. Yeah, you fucking jerks. Yeah, I would really like this. It sounds awesome. Stupid Tech is back. This is the Wavy. This is the dumbest thing I've seen in a long time. The Wavy is a thing that enhances your everyday bathroom routine. If you get a chance, you should watch the video. It's obnoxious. It's a Bluetooth speaker that you plug a toothbrush into, so that when you're brushing your teeth, you can dance poorly, I might add, like in this woman in this video, to jazz up your morning routine. And she's having a really good time. And she's doing really bad white girl dancing, which is something to behold. Now the device again is just a Bluetooth speaker with a automatic electric toothbrush. It does have 3 settings, which I found to be hilarious.
What, sound settings?
No, toothbrush settings. It's standard, white, and sensitive, which I also felt were the settings for her dance moves because they were horrible. But this thing is $145 Canadian, which is approximately $110 US for
a speaker
and a toothbrush.
And a toothbrush.
I have
a toothbrush.
I have both.
I have a speaker. I have a phone that I connect to my speakers to listen to music in the morning.
I literally have a Google Home in my bathroom. And I brush my teeth with an electric toothbrush in said bathroom. I can too dance poorly in my bathroom. I don't need this.
Yeah, but how much did you pay for that Google Home?
It was $20.
Yeah, but how much did you pay for that electric toothbrush?
It was like $15.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And how much did you pay for Spotify? Like, what are we doing? Like, this thing is so stupid. And they're like, and it works with Alexa. I'm like, can you just buy an Alexa? Like,
yo, can't you just use Alexa? I don't have Alexa, but like,
you can just buy an Echo.
Yeah, it'd just be like, hey, Alexa, play something I want to hear, or something like that, right?
Yeah, and that's what this is, essentially. It's just that this has a toothbrush in it.
Like, it's IPX5 water resistant.
Yeah, because she's like
omnidirectional sound, which means stereo.
It has
what the fuck else are you gonna do with it? Like,
it's got omnidirectional sound. Really? You don't say.
It has an LED light. That's a bullet point on it.
Yeah, it does. Just one.
That's the last bullet point.
Yeah,
and a removable cleaning sleeve because it's a
fucking toothbrush.
Because it's gross.
Easy white surface.
It has a 2-minute timer. Did you know that?
Did you know it has 8 hours of playback for those really, really long toothbrushing sessions?
But the funny thing is, it has 8 hours of playback, which means that it runs on battery. You know what my Google Home runs on? It's plugged in. I don't have to charge it. It just keeps running.
What does it sound like?
Terrible. I guarantee you, terrible. No, this is pretty dumb.
Does it have like a Bose speaker in it?
Yeah, not for 145 Canadian. It doesn't. It would be $500. It's got Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity. The typical charge, because you have to charge the fucking thing, lasts 25 days. Wow. And a 40...
No. You get us 47% off retail. It's 150 with a 47% off. So this bitch is $280.
No, it's not. It's got a wall mount option.
Yo, I'm really sick and tired of these sharper image ass
right.
items being on Kickstarter or whatever, and then charging you fucking $300. Like, get out of here, man.
But you could buy this at Brookstone, right?
You absolutely could.
You could buy it at Brookstone for $20.
Yeah, right. But it's all the combination things. Like, it's a toothbrush and an omnidirectional speaker.
All in one.
Like, you can scrub your barbecue with it and, wash your ass. Like the most random two items put together. It doesn't make any sense. The wavy. Yeah, this is... And it's also gaudy looking. And I don't like the look of it.
The black and gold?
No, I don't. I'm not a Steelers fan. I don't like this. This is dumb. Don't at me.
This is $300.
Yeah, this is really stupid. Wow. All right, Micah, take it away.
Amazon. Go to thenerdpocalypse.com/Amazon for all of your Amazon purchases.
You could buy the wavy there when they eventually sell it there because they didn't make enough on Kickstarter. It's a bunch of garbage. By the way, it made its money.
Of course it did. Because they know their audience.
So Canadians are fools. Like, what are you doing?
Lee Daniels has signed on to direct a film adaptation of Robert Kirkman and Mark Silvestri's Stealth for Universal Pictures. Daniels will produce the film alongside Kirkman's Skybound Entertainment Company. Veteran comic book movie screenwriters Mark Fergus and Hawk Otsby.
Yes, classic Hawk Otsby.
Yo, I don't want to hear anybody complain about black people's names ever again.
Someone sat down and were like, this is our son Hawk.
Right. All right, yo. All right.
This is Andy's third kid.
They are writing the adaptation. Quote, for years, Stealth has waged war on crime in Detroit, but now he's taken his pursuits of justice too far. Reads Skybound's description of Stealth. Only reporter Tony Barber knows that behind Stealth's reckless behavior is an older man battling Alzheimer's, his father. A father unwilling to accept that he's no longer the hero the city needs, with enemies all too eager to force his retirement. So,
Lee Daniels is directing this?
Was the guy black?
Yeah, definitely. He's fighting crime in Detroit, man. Come on. Like, read between the lines here.
I figured it would be like the name of the movie would be like Stealth, as in you can barely see him, because that's how he is, right?
Yeah, this guy looks like a ripoff of Spawn.
No, he looks like a ripoff of like the Vulture. What the fuck is going on?
Well, in that one picture, but then this other like comic cover, he looks completely different. It's really weird.
Look, I don't. As I was told last week, we are some non-comic reading comic fans.
I don't know anything about this, and don't at me. Neither do you. No, no, you don't. You don't know
Anthony,
anything.
if you tell me that you are a fan of Stealth, I'm just not going to believe you. I'm gonna call you a liar to your face.
I'm probably not going to see you, but I'll say it to your face on the internet. The internet face.
I'm gonna call you a liar to your face, but I'm gonna have to stand on a chair because you're tall, and I don't like looking up at tall people.
This is the plight of my life, so whatever. Fuck you. Yeah, I don't know anything about this, but what I will say, that sounds like an interesting story. I like the idea of it. The father is developing Alzheimer's, which I would imagine would take a delicate, nuanced approach. And I fucking knew exactly what you and I don't see Lee Daniels as having that ability. I just don't.
No.
There are many things that are true in this world. My absolute lack of faith in Lee Daniels as a director is unwavering.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't. What was the last movie
The Butler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think he can do it.
can he direct action? There's gonna have to be an action sequence, right?
I guess.
Was there any action sequences in Empire or Star?
The fuck is Star?
This is other show.
I don't know what that
Which is also canceled.
Because it ain't good.
Why? Which one of the actors faked their own robbery in that show? Is this somebody else? I'm sorry, we're not supposed to say that.
Yeah, I don't see. Look, great premise or interesting premise. I don't like Lee Daniels as a show. That's an variant, just at all.
By the way, I didn't even know about the Alzheimer's thing. I just saw his name and I just put it down. I was like, this will be interesting. I have no idea what this is about.
You might surprise us.
Sure. That would be a surprise.
Yeah.
That would be a surprise in and of itself. Next up.
It seems that in a recent episode of Crisis on Infinite Earths, the CW crossover, it seems that Matt Ryan's Constantine teamed up with Tom Ellis's Lucifer. Crossover chronologically.
I didn't realize he was in that crossover. The Lucifer guy. That's cool.
The crossover chronologically took place before the Lucifer pilot and saw Constantine travel to Earth 666, which is obviously the home of Ellis's Lucifer, to recruit the Prince of Darkness to help save the soul of Oliver Queen or some such nonsense, according to this writer.
That's so funny. He was like, or something like that. Again, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he started off like, look, I don't know about this. I don't know.
That's really hilarious. He's like, dude, did you watch it? I don't know.
But there are rumors that these two will be getting a spinoff.
That is interesting. People seem to really take to the Lucifer show, which is
was that the show that was on Fox?
Yeah.
Was that
yeah.
My father really liked that show.
It got picked up by Netflix.
So apparently all the old folks like that show.
Yeah, they
It's
dug it.
nothing but a procedural, but it's got Lucifer in it.
Yeah,
It's literally fucking like
It's the crime procedural.
yeah, like Chicago PD with the devil. Whatever the fuck.
Dick Wolf is so pissed he didn't come up with that idea. He's like, damn, I didn't know I could go. I didn't know I could stretch my ideas an inch further.
I didn't know I could go supernatural with it.
Right. I was just going to another city. I was just making my way out west.
Yo, Dick Wolf is the least creative fucking personality. Like
He's ready for L.A. Fire, L.A. Med. And
he's got 5 ideas, and he just moves them from one city to another. He's got to be worth like $1 billion, right?
Absolutely.
Dick Wolf shows are on 90% of the day.
Absolutely.
Nah, that's a lie. They're on every moment of the day.
I mean, look, you can turn to USA right now. There's a goddamn
wrestling isn't on.
Right.
Dick Wolf show is on.
Right.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's fine. If they get a crossover, that's cool. I mean, look, I don't watch Lucifer because I read the comic and I was thoroughly disappointed when I saw a trailer for this. So some people say it's pretty good. Others say it's really bad. So I'll err on the side of really bad. Actually, I'll err on the side of I don't care. So how about that? But good for them. That's awesome. I thought Matt Ryan as Constantine was pretty good from what I saw. So I'm glad he's kind of getting a chance to be the role as much as possible because he seemed to really enjoy it.
Everyone's trying to get on the superhero craze, and Curtis $50 Jackson is no exception. Via The Hollywood Reporter, the rapper actor has just signed on to produce an animated adaptation of Anthony Piper's Trill League superhero comic. The series will air on the upcoming mobile streaming service that nobody will watch, Quibi.
Yeah, didn't we talk about that?
Yeah, you talked about it last week.
Yeah. I still don't know what Quibi is, but
so it's going to be
like
Reno 911
chunks.
and Trill League are not going to get me to buy Quibi.
I feel really look. I'm happy that Trill League is getting an animated program because I feel like this is easy pickings, right? Like in the era of like Boondocks, like I would think that this would super work. The animation style is really cool, or like his drawings are really great. It's a fun take on the Justice League. It's it's modern. They deal with like racial issues, and it's kind of raunchy in a lot of ways. So I would think this would be super easy, but they never could get like any animation studio to take it on. But now it's just going to be like 7 to 10 minute clips. Now I hope that if it's on Quibi and it does well, like be smart and also put the clips or at least some of the clips on YouTube. Because if you do that, like you could build enough of a fan base that really might demand for it to get like a half-hour show. But I just don't see Quibi as being by itself being enough to get people to watch.
Well, you know what Quibi is, right? Like Quibi is the Adult Swim has those like 15-minute shows, like Robot Chicken and stuff that used to come on.
Right.
That stuff was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, but it was Cartoon Network.
Right. But what I'm saying is that's the mobile version of that, right?
Right.
If, like you said, if this thing catches fire, I like to think that 50 Cent is a smart enough businessman to see, hey, look, this nigga produced Power.
Yeah, and then they dumped his ass.
I mean,
no, he still produces it. He's just not on the show.
Right. Like
No, I'm saying, didn't Comcast, weren't they like, we're done, or they dumped all of Stars?
That's
all of
Star's
Stars.
problem. Yeah, that's Star's problem. That ain't his problem.
He has a show that's been on for 6 seasons.
Right. Like he produced a show that has been on
all right,
for
that's
6
fair.
seasons.
That's fair.
On Stars. Nobody fucking has Stars.
Yeah, including Comcast customers. They were like, we're done with this.
But every black household knew about Power. Like, I'll give him his credit where it's due. Hopefully he's a smart enough businessman that if this thing takes off, he will get it to more eyes.
Yeah, I'd like to see, just from an artist perspective, I'd love to see this guy make it.
Yeah, because it would be wonderful for him, and it would be an example that we can point to.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
We can do our own stuff, or we can just make stuff that already exists, make it black. I mean, that was one of the skits in Astronomy Club. Like, they just took a bunch of shit and made it black.
Yo, I swear to God, yo, if I find out you have producer credits on that show, yo, I'll fight you. You're trying to sell this way too hard.
Fucking black pretty woman, and just like they made it real big by just taking white shit and making it black.
Yeah, I mean, that's what white people have done to our shit. So what's the difference?
Yeah. So yeah, get it on more eyes, and because ain't nobody. I'm not watching Quibi. I'm not gonna say anybody. I'm not watching Quibi.
I don't give a fuck.
not.
Look,
I don't even know if that's how you properly pronounce it.
How else do you? How else would you pronounce it?
Kibby.
Quibi.
I don't know. I don't.
That's how you pronounce. That's how you spell we.
Cubby.
Nobody's gonna use this.
Huibai.
Isn't that what you call like people who are in the Japanese shit?
No, we call them weeaboo.
Ah, yes. Next.
Warner Brothers taps Dave Green to direct a Wile E. Coyote movie. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. I was trying to fill out the docket. Next story.
Like, is it a live action movie?
I've already closed it.
That's fine.
James Wan's Mortal Kombat reboot wraps filming.
I need people to write titles that are honest. Yo, it's not James Wan's Mortal Kombat movie. James Wan is producing this. He is not directing this. Knock it off. This is a first-time director, and this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good, guys. I know people really want it to be, but I do.
Like, James Wan wouldn't pick him if he didn't think he was going to do a good enough job, correct?
This is not going to be good, guys. It's a first-time writer and a first-time director.
How old is this first-time writer? Because first of all, like, look,
if you ain't our age,
first of
you
all,
got no business making
Mortal Kombat is written
movie.
Terribly to begin with.
This is what I'm saying.
Like, it's based off of Big Trouble in Little China, yo, and based off of shit like that. Like, it's not. People don't go to Mortal Kombat for the narrative. Like, as
But
much
they
as
have
these,
like a 6-hour narrative in the fucking games,
and
which are actually very entertaining, to be honest with you.
I mean, look, because they lean into it. They lean into
Yeah,
the
they don't give a
cheese,
fuck.
yo. They don't give a fuck. That's why they went back into the 90s for this last one, because they get it. But I'm trying to find information on this director.
Simon McQuad. No.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
McQuid.
Simon.
McQuibby. He's the producer of Trill League. Yeah, this guy's done. He hasn't done anything.
He did a short video. He
hasn't done anything.
2014.
How old is he? He's from Australia.
I can't find any.
Here's a picture of him. He looks to be a man in his 40s. He looks like
Who? I mean, he could be in his 30s or 40s. We can't really tell because he's white.
yeah. He's 25 years old.
So Warner Brothers moved up. Warner Brothers just moved the release of producer James Wan and director Simon McSomebody's live-action Mortal Kombat up 7 weeks to Martin Luther King Day weekend 2021.
Oh, that's
Wait, it finished filming already, but it's not coming out for another year.
I mean, all those effects.
What effects studio?
Well, you
is
can't
going
just
to be doing this.
Well, you can't just throw Cyrex up there in a BMX outfit.
Why can't you? Yeah, they should get like the corridor dudes to do this or something.
Today we
Those dudes
have
are very.
Yeah, they are
fucking-
really good.
Today we have word on the movie that the movie finished filming. The update comes to us from actor Louis Tan over on Instagram, who writes, "Picture wrap on Mortal Kombat! Exclamation point. This will take a while to process before I can put the feelings into words accurately. For now, I'm depleted physically and emotionally. I'm delighted and exhilarated that is how it should feel at the end. Give everything for the art. Risk it all. All right, yo. All right.
It sounds like the Rock.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Right. All right.
I was a kid and I had a little bit of an attitude. I couldn't be the Superman. I had to be something else.
I remember
Shut
playing
up.
Mortal Kombat as a child, and I always wanted to be Raiden
Right.
because he was the hero.
Because he was the
story.
most badass thunder god that ever badassed an ass.
Oh yeah, I was like, let me just move my phone so it doesn't get destroyed. Yeah, I don't see this as being. I don't think this is going to be good.
Look,
One can hope.
it's not going to be good. I'm going to watch it, though. I'm going to watch it.
A whole year away.
I'm going to watch it.
What if
like
this
year and
like
3 months?
look? I got to tell you, if we are 100% wrong and this movie is dope as shit, I will be the first person to admit that I was wrong. I have no problem with that. 2, I will be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I want it to be.
I want it to be good, but a first-time director and a first-time writer, that is a first-class ticket to bullshit. And I'm just saying.
Oh, I don't like this guy playing Jax. I don't like the look of his. Oh wait, is this Eggs? McCad Brooks. Yeah, that's Eggs.
Yeah, that's
Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah,
he's playing
Jax.
Yeah, all right, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this now, yo. I don't know if I like this show.
Like what year is this taking place in? How old is Jax in this Mortal Kombat?
Is he pre New Arms?
Is this like original Mortal Kombat? No, because Jax is in it, so it's at least Mortal Kombat 2.
Right. Does it take place in the 90s?
It better, because that nigga's my age.
So. Right, exactly.
So
the cast includes Jessica McNamee as Sonya Blade.
She was from the Meg.
Joss Lawson as Kano, and Deadpool 2 and Wu Assassins actor Louis Tan set to play an undisclosed lead character, Liu Kang. What the fuck? All right, yo.
It could be Kung Lao.
No, Liu Kang. Kung Lao is the Luigi of Mortal Kombat. Nobody fucking respects his ass.
Nobody respects Kung Lao?
No, nobody respects Kung Lao.
Wasn't he? Didn't he?
Story-wise, but he's a fucking beast.
Yeah, he's a beast in the game, but
he's been
like,
yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't he? Didn't he win like the second Mortal Kombat?
Did he? No, I think in one timeline he might have. I can't remember.
He had the badass hat.
They joined the Raid star Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero, Chinese-Canadian actor Ludi Lin. Oh, that's Liu Kang. And Jimmy Olsen as
he's
Jax.
He's definitely Kung Lao then.
And
Max Huang
Tananbu Asano as Raiden. And CC Stringer as Melina. Where's Katana at? Chin Han as Shang Tsung, and
it's Shang Tu Sung, my nigga.
T Sung.
Every arcade was full of dumb niggas when those games came out. I mean, we were all so stupid.
Yeah, well,
that's how you pronounce it, though.
CC Stringer.
Yeah, look, again, the cast, that's all fine. That's not my issue. I don't trust it.
Okay, CC Stringer.
Like I like that it's super Asian. Like they're not really pulling back on that, which is cool.
I mean, if you're gonna make fun of their culture, you might as well try to cast them.
Yeah, because
give them permission before you fucking butcher them.
Oh, that's CC Stringer. This, you know what? Maybe this will be good. I don't know.
McNeamy, who the hell is this?
She can wear that outfit. Good lord.
I mean, it is Melina.
Yeah, she wasn't really known for covering up.
People love Melina because she was a slut with like jagged teeth. People love Melina.
Yeah, I know. It's very weird. All right. Last but not least.
Last up, the Flash film no longer running in place sets release date. Not my words. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the film has landed a release date of July 1st, 2020.
That's cute.
No. Read that again. You read that wrong.
According to the Hollywood Reporter, the film has landed a release date of July 1st, 2022.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, slight difference.
Yeah.
Yo, this movie ain't never coming out.
2.5 years?
Yeah, this movie was slated to come out originally like...
What,
2
years ago?
It was first announced in 2014. Come on.
They expected it to hit in 2018, but now it has been pushed back to 2022.
4 years.
Of course, release dates on
we will have released 400 more episodes.
What's his name supposed to be? The Flash?
Yeah.
Still?
Is he?
Yeah.
Fucking rickety cricket?
Like 7 years later.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Did you think he learned how to run in this amount of time?
Nah.
Like, if you ran like that and you in your 20s, you lost hope. Fuck out of here. Like, come on.
They should have kept with Rick Famuyiwa. They should have kept with him. This movie would have been done 7 years ago.
He's directed like 2 episodes of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Right.
and a bunch of other shit since then.
So, I mean, look, if you're excited, you know,
why?
I'm happy for you, but
Why? If you're excited.
I don't think anyone's excited.
Yeah.
I think people forgot about it.
I think that's probably true. I mean, I think a lot of people forgot about Wonder Woman 1984 before the trailer came out.
Yeah, I did. I 100% forgot that fucking movie was supposed to be coming out.
It's too long.
Yeah.
It was too long without any news.
Yo, 2022?
Yeah.
And it was supposed to come out last year?
Yeah.
Yo, that's 4 years,
yo.
Yeah. God damn. 8 years since it was fucking announced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never take, like, all this stuff you got to take with a grain of salt, man. Like, until you see a trailer, ain't nothing coming out.
Look, I hate to do this, but yo, it was announced when Obama was still president. Like, God damn. Like, that's great. Yo, that's insane.
Whew, that's sad.
Just stop. And also, it's fucked up. Like, they keep pushing it back, but they didn't even like cameo him in other movies to make you remember him. Like, he just hasn't been in anything.
He was in Justice League.
Okay.
He was in Justice League and he was in Suicide Squad at the very beginning. Yeah, he was at the very beginning. He was fighting Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, in the bank. He showed up for like 2 seconds. He was like,
I'm the Flash, and then rolled out.
I don't remember that.
yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he was in Batman vs Superman.
Okay.
Yeah,
And a dream sequence.
yeah, in a dream sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
it all ties together.
Does it?
They got a plan.
they're building the shit while they're flying.
They've been playing 8 years in the making for one fucking movie.
Yo, this movie better be amazing, yo.
Like,
Because
by
you
that
can't
time,
put
the
the...
fucking tech, I guess the digital effects will be better by this time, right? They ain't gonna start filming until like the end of this year.
That's
next year.
crazy, dude. That's... Stop. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just don't
Who's
even
gonna
do it.
direct it?
I mean,
They have a date?
Lord and Miller were attached originally. I don't know that they're not anymore. They were attached in 2015. Then Rick Famuyiwa was attached in 2016. Then the studio commissioned a script rewrite by Joby Harold. And in 2018, John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein were announced as the new directors. Once again, though, there was a shakeup. And in August of that year, Andy Muschietti was named the latest director. Take a stab at The Flash. I don't know.
Andy Muschietti. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not to mention the reports that Miller himself was working a script alongside Grant Morrison, which was rejected. So, yeah, they have Ezra Miller is in it, and Billy Crudup is playing his father. So, I mean, he was in Justice League too, so that makes sense. Mr. Blue Dick himself.
I was about to say, didn't he play Dr. Manhattan?
Yep, he was quite good as Dr. Manhattan. All right, movie and TV news. So The Flash is not coming out. That's not ever happening. And when it does come out, it's not going to do well because no one's going to give a shit.
Unless you have something in between.
You got to put him in something,
to
dude.
kind of remember that he exists, and to remember that the fucking the DCEU exists.
Does it?
Not really.
Right.
Wonder Woman's coming out next year.
I mean,
Is Shazam coming out? Is another one of those coming out?
yes, but not
before the Flash.
No, I don't think so.
What do you got?
I don't think that was there a date announced for Black Adam. Is 2021?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it though?
No, but I mean, growing up as a kid.
Growing up as a kid, this Egyptian tyrant was my favorite superhero.
Yes. I read his books all the time.
I read the Black. I still have my issue of Black Adam #1. What?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You're a liar, Rock.
Yeah.
Look at all this ice cream I'm eating, guys. I love it. This is how you stay in shape, eating a bunch of ice cream. Here's my cheat day. Ice cream. Rock around the clock tonight. Vanilla. Like, what the fuck?
By the way, that's the one thing. If people ask me, like, what's one like major thing you don't like about Elizabeth Warren? I'm like, you like Ballers. Like, she's a really big fan of
she
that
likes
show.
Ballers. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I watched every episode of Ballers up until the last season. I stopped at like episode 3. I just didn't care anymore.
I stopped caring after season 2, I think.
Yeah.
And Tiara watched it. She said that she started watching it again. She said it was really good. She actually,
she really likes it.
Yeah, she really liked it.
I wonder why. It's a big nigga in fucking tailored suits who looks like a walking triangle. I wonder why she likes it. She's a fan of bodies. She's a fan of exploiting dudes. She's a fan of looking at swole dudes.
Yeah.
That's what she's a fan of. Just got on Silicon Valley. The shit has been alive 6 times longer than my son has been alive. And she just getting on it because she saw this Pakistani dude got fucking abs now. She wasn't coming for him when them abs was fucking just a
schlub.
Right.
He was a schlub.
Get out of here.
When he was just Dinesh. That dude's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Y'all thought that shit was Photoshop.
I did too.
I
I saw it. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Who did this?
Nah, yeah. They just hit.
I was like, no. Knock it off.
No, they just hit my nigga with some baby oil. Let's do his ass up there. Look, I don't blame him, yo. I'd be
Look,
like,
I don't blame him either, man.
Like the Marvel fucking.
You got to get these women to see Eternals, man.
Yeah, and they're going to. Like you and I talk. Like this is the start of the marketing.
Marketing, boy. This is a marketing.
He didn't put that picture out there just like, hey guys. No, they were like, yo, that picture is so professionally taken. Like, yo, you can see like striations in his muscles. He's got like the veins and shit.
Got a roadmap on his goddamn arms. Yeah, shit.
He worked out extra hard that day.
Right.
Just to be
he did like 50 push-ups. Like, I heard him take this. Take it.
I was sucking it one time. They're like, you want water? No water until after the photo. Yeah, that's all marketing. Look, I'm not mad. That's how you make $1 billion. Because people want to be like, you gonna have your shirt off? Yeah. Thirsty ass people like Tiara, they'll be there. Trifling, it's ridiculous. Look, Selma Hayek's in it. I'll be there.
I mean, look, I'll be there. Look.
What are we talking about here? Like, knock it off.
Can we get a shirtless picture of Selma Hayek? Let's see what she doing.
Yeah, let me see her abs.
Yo, if they release that image, I'll be like, excuse me? Okay. This is a different marketing scheme. Movie and TV news this week. Here's a terrible idea. David Ayer to remake The Dirty Dozen. Don't need it. David Ayer, who makes macho artillery-packed movies about macho cigar-chomping men, will finally achieve... I did not write this.
Fedora-wearing white man wrote this shit.
Randall. His name is Randall. Will finally achieve his destiny by writing and directing the remake of 1967's The Dirty Dozen, the story of a group of prisoners sent on a suicide mission during World War II. It's a fitting project for a guy whose last movie was Suicide Squad. Look, Dirty Dozen is a classic movie. It's a great movie. Probably. I could say this would probably work. I don't hate David Ayer. I think David Ayer, given the right material, does really well. Fury being one of them. It was a really good movie he did. If you've never seen it, like, tank movies are generally pretty fucking boring.
Oh, Fury with goddamn Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf. That was actually really good.
That's a really good movie. Like, that was a shockingly good movie. So it's not like he can't pull it out. I just hope that, and I'm not mad that it's a remake or anything like that. I hope that he's given the time to make the movie and it's not rushed like Suicide Squad was. The part that I have a problem with is that he's teaming up with Simon Kinberg to do it. Now, Kinberg will just be producing it, but is he going to talk to Simon Kinberg for ideas? Because that's a bad idea.
David should be like, I saw Dark Phoenix. No. Just stick to producing.
He's like, no, but you did Suicide Squad. He's like, I realized that. But again, I saw Dark Phoenix, and that was terrible. Dark Phoenix is definitely the worst of those two movies, by the way. So hopefully they can get together and make a half-decent movie. Next up, 2 more Star Trek films are in the works. Quentin Tarantino's movie may not be one of them, which doesn't surprise me, if I'm being honest.
That was a real thing. He was going to do a Star Wars.
He said he wanted to do that.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't take anything he says seriously until he's actually working on it. Like until a script is made.
Right, because wouldn't that be his 10th film?
Right.
I just don't see him going out on a non.
Time in Hollywood is his knife.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I just don't see him going out like that being his 10th film and then just being like Star Trek. Like,
Yeah,
that
someone else's shit.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like him. I think he's lying. I don't think he's going to do 10 films and walk away. I don't think so. He's too much of an egomaniac. Remember when Steve Soderbergh was like, "Yo, I'm done with doing movies. Go see my new movie." Like, yeah.
What else? He did High Flying Bird, right?
Yeah, recently.
On like an iPhone.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm like, yo, why do you keep acting like these are not movies you directed, my nigga? Like, you directed this. It was on an iPhone. Like,
yeah, but you still...
He's like, I directed the next one with a camera with a bag over it. So it doesn't count. Like, that's no Soderbergh. You still direct movies. So yeah, look, this is fine. So apparently, because of all the popularity of the Star Trek TV shows, which is really cool, they have 2 more films in the works. Obviously, they are continuing J.J. Abrams' Star Trek movies, which is really great because I think those movies are 2 for 3. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I'm not shocked that Tarantino is dropping out of doing a Star Trek movie, possibly. But at the same time, I would have definitely liked to see what he did. Like, I think it would have been interesting. I mean, we talked about that in the past. I know everybody just makes like, oh, he's gonna dead nigga storage jokes or whatever, but like, he's a really good director. So I think he could have pulled off something pretty interesting. But if you don't want to do it, I'd rather him not do it than feel obligated. So. Next up, this is a super interesting story. Orlando Jones has reportedly been fired from American Gods. He went on Twitter to make an announcement that he was fired, and he basically, it was like a weird viral video. I was like, yo, are you high? Yo, he seemed mad high.
Going on? But he was essentially playing his character from the show.
Yeah, Mr. Nancy. Yeah, Mr. Nancy. And so he was basically saying like, look, I was fired because I was told like Mr. Nancy's whole thing about like black anger and stuff like that was the wrong message to black people by this new director, because Brian Fuller fucking bounced as he always does.
He left after the first season.
Yep. Yeah, you should have known that show was doomed. So, like, are you guys buying this? Does this seem like a work to you? Because that's what I thought it was at first.
I don't know. Honestly, I fell off of American Gods. It wasn't what I thought it would. It wasn't what I thought it would be. And maybe that's just me. I don't know. It wasn't what I thought it would be.
I left after Fuller left.
Yeah, I saw the first season, and yeah, nah.
I don't know. Like I lost interest because it was only 6 episodes in the first season, I think.
Something like that.
I lost interest about halfway through the season. Like, I thought it started really strong, and I was just kind of like, it felt really boring to me. And I was really hoping for something really kind of amazing.
Yeah, I was high on it, but I think I was high on it because American Gods is one of my favorite books.
Right.
And, you know, my mind was filling in the gaps.
Sure.
But yeah, it just didn't grab me.
Okay.
So no comment.
Yeah, the other guy there was
I looked up the producer, Charles Eggles, who he was talking about.
Yeah.
Apparently he's done a lot of trash. Like I looked at his not filmography, but like the shit he's produced.
Like what?
It's been a bunch of television. Hemlock Grove apparently is actually pretty good.
Oh, really?
Dead.
I thought that was really bad. Hemlock Grove?
I've heard people say it was good. I don't know. I've never seen it. He did Dexter.
When?
What season of Dexter?
When?
Seasons 3 and 4.
All right, 4 is the best season.
4 is great. 3 was
Shield.
Fucking Jimmy Smith season, right?
Dark Angel, Total Security, Murder 1, don't know what that is, NYPD Blue.
Oh, he did a bunch of
executive producer, The Birds of Paradise.
All right. All right. This sounds like a lot of...
all the way back to 1985.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of trash.
He wrote for The Walking Dead, Dexter.
Yeesh.
He did a lot of writing. Karen Cisco.
I don't know what that is.
I think that was a show that was on for like 1 season. Dark Angel.
Okay, well, that tells me everything I need to know. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on at American Gods. And look, I wish that I cared enough to be really upset by it, but if it is because of what Orlando Jones says, and I don't know, I'm not saying he's not telling the truth, it just, the message seemed really weird. It felt like maybe he got, and again, this is just my speculation, it felt like he got fired because they just didn't want him, and he was kind of filling in a narrative just in the way that he was talking. I couldn't tell. It felt like he was like trying to do pressure, like a pressure campaign, right? But it could be exactly what he said, which is
like if you're getting rid of that, they say they're getting rid of his character,
which is weird.
Apparently, is like a pretty pivotal. He's like
an
important character.
Yeah, he has a spinoff.
He's like, he has a spinoff book. Like he's
well, his character's gone in the show apparently, so that's a little weird. They're not recasting him,
right?
Just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. I have a feeling this is going to be the last season of American Gods. Because they fired the Indian dude who was on there too.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to like whiteify the shit. I don't know. Again, I fell off the show, so I can't.
And it's also on Stars.
Yeah, it don't have that power backing behind it.
Knock it off. All right, let's talk about this. We're not going to spoil anything, but just know that if you haven't listened to our review for Star Wars Episode 9, we touch on this as being what we saw as a major issue with the film. So they did an interview, IndieWire did an interview with Rian Johnson, who did The Last Jedi. And he basically was like, yo, don't ever cater to fans. This is a terrible idea. Rian Johnson is 100% correct. And I say that as a fan. Don't listen to us. Just like, don't listen to us. Like, if you're an artist, don't listen to us. Make your art. We might like it or we might not, but you trying to please everybody doesn't, it ends up just a mess, right? Like, things don't work. And I think that's a big problem with Rise of the Skywalker. So he says, quote, even my experience as a fan, if I'm coming into something, even if something that I think I want, if I see exactly what I think I want to see on screen, it's like, oh, okay, it might make me smile or make me feel neutral about a thing, and I won't really think about it afterwards. But that's not really going to satisfy me. What I'm aiming for every time I sit down in a theater is to have an experience I had with Empire Strikes Back. Something that's emotionally resonant and feels like it connects up and makes sense and really gets to the heart of what this thing is, and in a way that I could never have seen coming. Like, to me, that is such a fundamentally obvious thing. Like, you can't cater to surprise. Like, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like, you can't always try to shock people by giving them what they want. You have to go with
what the fuck they want. You're not going to be shocked.
Right, which is what he said.
You're going to be like, oh, well.
I mean, sometimes there is something good about giving you what you want to see. I'm not saying all the time, but like generally people want to see good triumph over evil, which is why when evil loses, in the rare occasions in American films when evil wins and good loses, everybody pitches a fit.
That's why Watchmen was such a big deal. The comic. Like,
right.
Yeah, the bad guy won.
Right. And people they don't like that, right? Because it's like, no, I want to feel good, right?
That's a very American thing.
That's why I love foreign films.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They don't care. Fuck you. Right, they have a story to tell.
Like, right, I'm going to tell the story.
Oh, you sad? Oh, the hero got shot in the head. Credits.
So, but at the same time, like, there is something about, all right, look, don't make fun of me.
I cannot guarantee that.
Like you said it.
This form of storytelling is not high art, and I'm not trying to make that comparison, right? But in wrestling, not everything has to be a swerve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Not everything has to be
steel chair.
You know, like not everything has to be shattered dreams. You know what I mean? Like when Kofi Kingston was
Yes, please explain us.
Getting
filmmaking via Vince McMahon's wet dream, please.
When Kofi Kingston was going for his title run, right? When he was going for the championship, right? There's something to having Kofi attain that goal.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Of course.
That's something that everybody wanted to see. Whereas
Well, you
if
got to have the right build-up for that.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
It's got to be done properly.
But there's also something to building up something that you want to see and then just dashing your dreams away, right?
Yeah, subverting the narrative.
Right, because that's another form of storytelling. That
And not everything needs to be written by Vince Russo. Like, that's fucking psycho.
But I'm saying, like, you know, that everybody wanting that and knowing that would happen didn't take away from the emotional impact of it.
Right. I agree with that.
But here's the thing. I wasn't sure they were going to give it to that nigga. So you know what? I don't think they did know that was going to happen. I think that's why everybody was super excited when it actually happened.
Is he still the champion?
Fuck no. He lost in 2 seconds.
Out of here. He literally in
2 seconds by fucking Brock Lesnar. Fucking with that 5 match over. Because fuck you, nigga. I don't know.
That's a piss poor example. It's a piss poor example of, you know, the audience getting what they want and it working.
Yeah, that's fucking rude, man. They gave this dude 2 seconds.
You know what the speculation about that 2 second match was? The speculation is that when your boy The Rock came on at the beginning of the show, he overran his time, so they had to cut it somewhere, and they cut it there.
Oh, get out of my face.
Because he was out there for like 20 to 30 minutes.
Wow.
Doing his rock thing. So there you go. The Rock. Screwing another black man out of an opportunity.
That's fucked up. I mean, well, when he was a kid, there was a
but at the same time, I completely understand. That's a poor example, but it's an example, right? I think in this case, what he's talking about is that if there is a story that is being told, don't alter your vision to cater to what other people
they
want.
fucking like it was the small minority, the loud small minority that couldn't stand his movie.
No, it's not a small minority. It's a bunch of a bunch of people.
It was a small minority that, because it's the internet, is snowballed.
Well,
that's the reality.
It became much bigger.
Well,
than
those people that couldn't stand his movie, if he were to direct the last one, he would go say "eat a dick" and direct what the fuck he wanted to do anyway.
Right.
Instead of trying to appease the fans, which it looks like apparently J.J. Abrams did.
Yeah.
Or attempted to do.
He attempted to do it.
He attempted to do it. And look, to his defense, I guess, this is a huge undertaking.
Yeah, because there's two aspects, right? There's the catering to the fans, and then there is like trying to cram in 40 years worth of shit.
Right.
Into
When this is being marketed as the last film that will feature anyone named Skywalker in it,
right?
Like that's a huge amount of pressure to put on somebody. Like expectations are going to be incredibly high, but at the same time, like your movie's messy, but. I don't know. Like I said in our review, you should go watch it, or listen to it. But I'm very curious as to what a Rian Johnson episode 9 could have been, or a J.J. Abrams episode 8 could have been.
I would have preferred to have Johnson do the whole trilogy, honestly.
Yeah, like the guy's not a bad director, yo. Like all you people who are like, "Ooh, that guy sucks," but like Knives Out is really good, guys.
You know what the hashtag was that popped off early this morning when the review started coming out? J.J. Abrams is over. These niggas don't like anything. Stop listening to them. Stop listening to them.
Again, I saw a thread on Facebook maybe a week ago. Someone was talking about Star Wars and how, I don't remember what it was, but it was something nonsensical, and I just couldn't resist. I'm like, y'all are the worst fans ever.
Yeah.
Like y'all need fucking therapy. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all, but relax.
Yeah.
It's a fucking movie.
I've never seen a group of people take ownership over something that doesn't belong to them.
Yes.
If
They
a
feel
wrong-
entitled. They feel
Somebody write on Twitter like, how can we try to gain ownership of this?
yes.
Y'all have serious issues.
Right. Like this
You have to remember.
like nobody does that for any other
That's crazy.
any other property.
No, but you have to remember who Star Wars fans are. These are the same people who made a documentary about how angry they were at George Lucas for changing things in the original movies. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do.
The People versus George Lucas. That's an actual documentary that they made. Shitting on George Lucas, who then they lionized after Disney bought Star Wars Lucasfilms as like, oh, George Lucas can do no wrong. What the fuck? Stop listening to these people. They're crazy.
That's ridiculous.
They spent real money, real human dollars, real money bucks to make a documentary yelling at him about it. Yeah, this is your fans. Yo, if there is ever a Kevin Feige's over documentary, I'm not watching it. 2, eat a dick. 3, go get a job. Go get a real ass job, yo. Occupy 40 hours plus of your week doing something else.
I mean, that might have been one of the most old man things.
I know. Get a job.
Get a job. Get a real job.
Get a real job.
That's crazy.
So
That's sad, really.
yeah,
Perfect. Like, when did the first one come out? 77?
77.
How old are these niggas at this point? Like, if you saw Star Wars in
10 or 15 years older than
theater
us.
Yeah,
as a kid,
you're in your 50s.
and you're in your 50s and you're still complaining about like The Last Jedi, you
Get a job, a real
something's
job.
wrong with you.
Yeah.
I understand like kids have like came in late and they watched it. And
Yeah, they amped.
like Leonardo loves the fucking
Yeah, he loves
second
those movies.
trilogy.
Right.
Somehow, 'cause he was like a
that's
kid.
his
That's
trilogy.
his
That's
trilogy.
his.
It makes sense.
Cool, but all right.
Wild.
Like that's fine. Look, but
I didn't even know they had movie theaters in East LA. That's crazy.
Oh, damn.
He told me, I was like, yo, do I gotta come to East LA to fight you? He was like, you want to get ganked? I was like, I don't live there. Nah, I like Leonardo. It's a good thing. But yeah, it's look, I just it is somehow they are the best fans and the worst fans at the same time. They just are.
The fanatics.
They're fanatics. Like, yo, and Rian Johnson's right. Just ignore these motherfuckers. And that's was one thing they did not do in this latest movie. They didn't ignore them. They took what they said. They took that shit to heart. They really did. And it, like, again, we'll talk about in our spoiler review. There's one character. I was really pissed. Like, I normally just like, well, that's annoying. I was like watching the movie. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, this is what we're doing. Like, it was really weird. And when you watch the movie, you watch it with I would argue, an intelligent eye, and not just watching it because there's two ways to watch a movie, right? Especially like a movie that you're a big fan of the fandom is like, you just watch it as a fan and you're just like, oh, just fucking all the shit, just lasers getting shot at your face for 3 hours. And then you watch it critically. Like, if you watch that movie critically, there's a lot of things you're just like, yo, that is not what you should have done. Not from a like filmmaking perspective, but like this catering to like loud voices on the internet type shit. Like, it was just, yeah, I'm very interested to see how people respond, like you've been saying. Mm-hmm. I'm interested to hear how they respond to that specific thing that happened with that character.
They won't.
Yeah.
They won't. They won't. The only people
I will be writing many a tweet.
The people
that will go nowhere.
The people that had a problem with that character will be thrilled that that character has been marginalized. So they and treated as an afterthought, that they won't even think of her because she is treated as an afterthought.
Yeah. Spoiler alert for who it is.
And it's
yeah, that shit pissed me off.
I'm very curious.
That was some fucking weak. That was some fucking dickless. That was a dickless fucking move they did.
You will get more, Mary Sue bullshit. Like, oh, she's a Mary Sue. Like, shut up, yo.
They're space wizards, my nigga.
Be mad. Be mad.
Yeah, they're space wizards. Like, how that space wizard know how to do space wizard shit already? Because wizardry. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Fucking Harry Potter.
They've never been able to do that before in a movie. Why can she do it now? Because.
Yeah. Space wizards. Wait, space wizards.
Sorry, I didn't know you studied what it meant to be a Jedi, that you know everything that they know how to do.
No, I mean, you get a lot of time when you don't have sex with other humans.
Like it's superficial. It's superficial stuff like superficial arguments like that I don't appreciate.
Well, they're bad faith arguments.
Yeah. Like if you have problems, or you don't have problems with like the movie on like a movie level, but like to be pedantic and be like, yo, this made up character doesn't have these made up moves because I don't think they should. Like what?
Yeah, it's a pretty bad argument. But again, it's a bad faith argument, much like most things surrounding these movies. All right, What the Fuck brought to you by JTD. Micah, take it away. Let's jump through this.
You ready to get mad? You ready to get mad?
Yeah.
Police investigating after mother claims to infect lollipops with son's chicken pox.
Terrence, what's your story?
Yo, what?
A woman pretending to be a nurse is being investigated. Is being investigated by police after she posted on Facebook about infecting children with chicken pox.
She got to get her ass kicked.
Via, this is what this woman, thousands of people got their kids ready to go trick-or-treating for Halloween when they were instead left terrified after a woman purporting to be a nurse claimed she'd been infecting lollipops with chicken pox. Ew. In a Facebook post she shared to an anti-vaccination page, the woman said she couldn't wait to, quote, help others in our community. Quote, my beautiful son has the chicken pox at the moment, and we've both decided to help others with natural immunity this Halloween. We have the packaging opening and closing down pat and can't wait to help others in our community. If anyone else would like some for their children, happy to send via post for $1 plus postage to your location.
So this is like the pox parties in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Like
and that's what she cites. She cites people have been doing this for years.
Yeah.
You know, what is it to you? Probably, the point is, when you go to a pox party, it's your choice, right? Like she's handing out infected Halloween candy.
Oh, she's saying she will send it to you with it.
No, but she says she will also send it. That's what I read.
No, I'm gonna fight you. Yeah.
Yeah, she got to get her ass kicked.
No, that's a solid ass.
This is not your decision to make, lady.
No, you can't do that. Because also you don't know how kids react to things.
Exactly.
Like
you could kill a kid.
You could kill a kid like that. Yeah, there are absolutely kids who are deathly sensitive to things like that.
Yeah, I had a chicken pox when I was a kid. Wasn't fun.
No.
Yeah, I had it when I was a kid.
So if you don't get it as a kid, I mean, the danger is if you don't get it as a kid, you get shingles as an adult, which absolutely can kill you.
Yes.
Right.
That being said, you got to let that be the choice of the parent. And right. I'm not even against parents who like expose their kids to make sure their kids get sick so you can just be okay. I'm not even against that, but that's the parent's choice.
Right. And what are you doing? Like, how are you infecting it, right? Like, are you opening it, letting them rub it all on them, and then putting it back?
Chickenpox is gross.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I was exposed to a child on purpose.
Go sit with patient zero.
You were?
Yeah. Just to get it.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. I'm going to ask my mom if she did that shit.
My mother absolutely did that to me. I remember. I was in elementary school.
Go play with Johnny. He got chicken. Go play with Johnny. Goddamn. Hug him. It's like your son in that one image.
Right. Hollering at the little mixed girl. Boy, if you don't leave Olivia alone, fuck out of here.
Yo, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Are you sure she said that they were doing it involuntary? Like,
yo,
I got the part where you're like, well, send it to you for $1.
Look,
like that wouldn't even be that bad. By the way,
if he was like that, then I'm like, I'm not taking your chicken pop.
That first
lollipop.
Look. Either way, don't do that shit.
No, you got to make sure you know the source by which your kid's getting the chicken pox. You don't just buy it off the internet. That's crazy. I'd come right behind her, stand on the bridge, and just grab her legs and throw her right off.
I don't
do
know.
that.
When she says we have decided to help others in our community.
Nah, yo, see, she ain't asking parents.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
She's made the choice. We've decided. No, we who? We who?
That's what I'm saying. We have the packaging opening and closing down patent. Can't wait to help others in our community. If anyone else would like some for their children.
Yeah.
Yeah, that word.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I gotta beat your ass. I'll say, fuck you, woman, or not.
If anyone else would like these, because I'm handing them out to people around me. So if you would like it, send me postage and I will send you one of these things that I'm handing out to all these innocent victims.
Yo, what if your kid got
She posted it in the group Stop Mandatory Vaccination. All right, yo. All right. Australia, you're wild.
So she's an anti-vax mom, but she's also cool with the scientific research of exposing children to chickenpox so they don't get shingles as adults. It's amazing the mental gymnastics these unintelligent people go through.
So wait a minute, if you get chickenpox, you don't get shingles? It's still possible for you to get it, right?
I don't know if it's possible, but it's certainly a much lower possibility.
Because I know once you get it, you still it's still in you. You still have it.
Yeah. Your body always has, I guess, the antibodies to make it. Or to fight it, rather. Terrence.
Yo, I'm beat that bitch's ass. Like, that should make me mad.
Yeah, you can't just give kids diseases.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, hey, I gave your kid fucking polio.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You didn't know anything about chickenpox until I told you. You're welcome.
Can you imagine? Oh, that's funny. But that's not how that.
I get it.
It's not how that series of events went.
Yeah, not at all, really. That was fucking bizarre. But Dad wants to immortalize his sperm by turning it into a vasectomy ring.
Wait, whoa. No. Read that again. That's like Micah's 20 to 2022. No, come
So
on.
Dad wants to immortalize, in quotes, his sperm by turning it into a vasectomy ring.
What's a vasectomy ring?
I don't know.
Wait,
man is
like
on
a
the hunt
ring
for
that
a
you wear?
jeweler to help him with a rather unusual request involving his sperm, which he hopes to transform into a Christmas present.
No, this is China.
Let's continue.
China.
Do you know someone that could help make a vasectomy ring? No. This is the question one
Jacob the
Dad
jeweler?
is asking, and it's just as bizarre as it sounds. The unnamed man who has 5 kids is preparing to have a vasectomy at the end of November, but hopes to immortalize his live sperm before then in a piece of jewelry.
5 kids.
Yeah, that's a lot of children, bro.
5 kids. Park Heights.
Oh, fuck.
What's funny is you don't know which side I'm talking about.
Africa or Israel? Africa or Israel?
It is, so this British dad. London. Yeah. This ring will then be given as an amusing Christmas gift to his wife if he can get one made in time.
Nah, yo.
That
just sounds weird.
If she accepts that, y'all gotta get a divorce.
The London-based dad says he and his wife are always pranking each other with unusual gifts, and he thinks this one could be the best yet. In order to see this idea,
Oh, does he?
In order to see his idea become a reality, the man has contacted online local services marketplace Bark.com. That's interesting. What is that? What do they do?
Make jewelry out of random things?
So yeah.
Make jizzery.
Shut up. I know this is super weird, but I'm due to get a vasectomy at the end of November, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, he wants to make a ring out of sperm. So he's going to have sperm inside of a ring?
Like, are you going to see it?
Just
Like,
kind
is
of
it going to be like clear and then just like...
Like the squids from Watchmen. This is always in there.
Yeah.
Right, because once like sperm has been out for a little bit, doesn't it clear anyway? Like, what's that in your ring? Don't worry about it.
Just
like just water.
This is gross, show.
Stupid.
This is gross, show.
Now stop playing with your own jizz.
Yeah.
That's weird. All right, my story is very, very strange. A woman accidentally swallows 30-centimeter long vomiting tube used to lose weight. Oops.
What's 30 centimeters?
Pretty long. Inserting long plastic tubes through their esophagus to induce vomiting has been an unhealthy trend among Chinese girls.
11 inches or 12 inches.
That's almost a foot, yo.
I gave it away. Chinese girls. It's been an unhealthy trend with Chinese girls for a long time now. But a 22-year-old woman recently became the first to accidentally swallow her vomiting tube.
Wait, what's a vomiting tube do?
It just helps you vomit so that they can lose weight. Which is weird because like Chinese gals are pretty thin anyway. I've skipped enough porn videos to know that. It's just not my thing. Zhao Lu, a 22-year-old dum-dum, reportedly went to a local hospital on December 3rd and told doctors she had accidentally swallowed a drinking straw. Liar. The object was too deep to reach, so doctors ordered an upper GI tract radiograph, which revealed a long, thick tube in the woman's esophagus. The foreign object measured 1.9 centimeters wide, 30 centimeters long, which made it too thick and too long for a drinking straw, so the doctors pressed the woman for answers. Bitch, why are you lying? Like, knock it off. Also, how the fuck you swallow a drinking straw? I was using it in a glass and it's fired into my mouth? Like, that's not a thing. Stop lying when you shove things down your throat or up your ass. Just be honest so you don't die. Caught with the lie and the foot-long tube down her throat, the young woman saw no point in hiding the truth anymore and told the doctors that she had bought a plastic tube online as a weight loss aid. You could just go running.
She doesn't look like she weighs a lot in this picture.
No. I mean, ironically, like, you're already thin, like... ironically, you swallowed a tube. Here's an idea if you want to lose weight. Stop putting things in your mouth. it's pretty easy.
God damn it.
Is it a mystery? Yeah. She would insert the tube through her esophagus to induce vomiting after eating, thus making sure that whatever she ate wasn't assimilated. Or you could just not eat it at all. The tube worked well until one day she accidentally swallowed the tube whole. Oh, I guess it worked a little too well, didn't it? Yeah, so they got it out. Luckily, they didn't have to pull it out of her ass. So, yeah. Here's an idea.
Like, what's worse?
Would you rather eat and throw up or just not eat?
Not eat. I don't like the sensation of it coming back up.
I don't like vomiting.
Also, it fucks your teeth up.
It fucks everything up. Going up.
Yeah. Just don't eat.
Because it's fucking stomach.
Yeah, it's a one-way tube, guys. Like this, it's not supposed to come back.
Guys, I mean, here's some advice for eating disorders. Just starve yourself. Don't make yourself throw up. Obviously.
Yeah, but I like food.
You gotta eat.
They don't like food.
Like, you gotta eat to get the nutrients, and then you just vomit up the rest.
Have a fucking shake. A protein shake.
I don't know.
Couple of pills? I don't know. It's disturbing. Seek help. And I mean, seriously, like, all jokes aside, seek help. Like, it's really fucking dangerous. Trailers this week, the animated movie Superman Red Sun.
Sorry, I'm looking at one of the other stories.
Oh, I saw it.
Man who spent decades with his face stuck to his thighs can finally stand up straight. Like, it's not funny because he probably had, like, a medical condition, but this picture is wild. Like, come on.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. Are you guys interested in Superman Red Sun?
Not really.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
This looks interesting.
I'll watch. The story was good, and anything that kind of takes the Superman mythos and kind of puts a spin on it, because Superman's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yes, that he is.
Anything that kind of plays with the Superman story is usually pretty interesting. So,
okay. Terrence? Not really? All right. Season 2 of You. Terrence, are you excited for this?
I'm going to watch it. Absolutely. Yes.
Micah has never seen you because he is a clown. But I feel like if there's any sort of demented stalker-esque person that I know, I feel like Micah would enjoy the show. I feel like it speaks to you very specifically in your general weirdness. Next up is the sort of second trailer for Top Gun Maverick. Look, this movie looks better than it has any right to look.
Yeah. I didn't like the first movie.
Yeah, you just saw it though. Like, yeah, that's your problem.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Why do people love this movie so much?
Because they saw it when they were kids. Yeah, nostalgia's a bitch.
Yes, it is. It is. Like, watch it again.
No, I refuse. I refuse.
Like, watch it before you watch this.
No, I refuse.
Like,
no,
no.
but it doesn't matter because I've seen it. Like, I remember seeing it the first time and thinking it was like one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. So I'm completely tainted. But I'm also not dumb enough to believe that Top Gun is a good movie. Like, see, that is called being self-aware, right? My AI does in fact work. So, yeah, it's I think it looks good. It's hitting all the same beats of the original, and that's all I want. And then at the end, he's in the plane from fucking Stealth. He's like just going to space, I guess. I don't know. That's fine. I don't care. I just want to see Tom Cruise kick ass. That's all that matters to me. Micah, you've never seen Top Gun?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Jesus Christ.
You just should.
Really?
No, but you
I was
should.
about to say, you just told me not to watch it.
No, I didn't say don't watch it. I just said it was really stupid.
Well, I mean, I saw 6 Underground, so I can nothing be that stupid. So
yeah. No.
All right. That's it for us. Last episode for the year and last episode for the entire decade. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. If you've been listening or watching all 400 episodes, that's crazy. I think I've missed 2.
God damn.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think I've missed 2.
That was this year?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it was you and carrying me and you.
Oh yeah,
Are those the only 2 episodes you've missed?
I think so.
Yeah, you're getting real lazy.
I'm a consistent person. I don't just bail on my friends, or you people. So, yeah, 400 down. Look, I would be remiss if I didn't give you guys a lot of credit. I think you guys do a great job. So, it's been
a lot of goddamn episodes.
Yeah,
not just this show.
Yeah, I know. All the other shows are creeping up too.
Fucking Dense Pixels and 100 plus, or like 170 of them.
We're almost at 170 for Black and Stone.
Yeah.
So
y'all got like almost 200 of fucking Look Forward.
Yeah, we're on like 189.
Yeah, I looked at that the other day. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, those came really fast.
Yeah,
that's kind of weird. So yeah, look forward. Yes, we look forward to seeing you guys in 2020. No pun intended. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Look for our review for Rise of Skywalker. That is out by the time you're listening to this. And also look for our spoiler review, which will come probably on Monday, I think. We'll drop that for Rise of Skywalker as well. All right, that's it for us, guys, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Bye. You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.